Hi there, it's Shell, and today I have a really fun project for you guys. I wanted to show you this. This is one of those little slide cards, and they kind of come like this. And I picked these up at Pretty Pink Cottage, Diane Hubert's shop, and I will put a link below. And then I made them into like a kind of like a modern type slide. So I wanted to show you guys this. So first thing what I did is I went online and I found some really nice printables, and I got these on Etsy from MonBonBon on Etsy. So I thought those were really pretty. I'm working on a pink and blue junk journal. But what I did is I shrank them, and then I also printed them on vellum. And so you can see through them. So I thought that would be a fun addition. You can use them as like a little tag, just a little tuck spot, just something fun, a fun addition to your junk journal. So I'm just going to show you how I did that. It was very simple. Like I said, I went in and I printed the whole page like at 5 by 7, so I got pretty small pieces on vellum. However, when I put them in here, I have to put them the long ways like this. And you don't have to cover the outside, but I decided to because, you know, I just wanted it to match my journal. So I cut those out, so they're over here to the side. And then I found some paper that I want to use, and I will tag this paper collection. It's also a digital. I will tag it on down below. So I picked these up, and I think they're so cool. Diane has some in her shop right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of trim around it first. I'll kind of explain why in a minute. I'm just going to leave just a little extra because I need just a little extra there. So I'm just going to set that aside. Okay, so we have the paper, and now while I have it on here, I'm going to just kind of fold the paper because it does have just a little bit of a gusset here, and if you glue it straight down like this, you're going to have some buckling. So I want to have a little extra paper, kind of get that little gusset there, and fold it down. And that will give me a really nice fold. Okay. Now you can go ahead and glue that, and then we'll trim around it. So I was just trying to find a way to use these, and I thought, you know, to use them like slides. And of course a slide is see-through, so that's kind of where I came up with this idea. Let's see. Should have just glued one piece first. Okay. Just want to make sure it's kind of in that little gusset part. And I'm just using some art glitter glue right here. I stock up on it, and I really like it. It's really a strong glue. You know what? And it doesn't take that long for it to dry, so it just kind of attaches really quick. Let me find a paper towel, which I don't have one of. Okay, and then I'm just going to make sure there's no glue on the inside to stick stuff down. Then I'm just going to trim around it. Like I said, it's very simple. I thought about maybe putting an eyelet on the top of these, kind of like a little tag, and putting a little bit of string or twine inside so you could hang it like in your junk journal. These would also be really cute for like Christmas ornaments. So, and I'm just using some really sharp scissors. I just want to make sure this is really well, kind of has a good good, and it does kind of look bumpy, but when it's folded it looks really good. Okay, so I'm using really sharp scissors and I'm just going to punch a hole, and I kind of do it kind of close, and the reason why is because I can always use this little piece that I'm trimming out as another embellishment in my book. You know, waste not, want not. So you don't have to do that, that's just. And I thought the little squares would be just perfect on like another tag or something. So, go ahead and do that. On both sides. Da, da, da. Is that what you're thinking? And it's hard to get a perfect cut. So what I do is I just kind of come on the outside, and I was able to just kind of trim it, and it seems best to kind of trim upwards. We're going to come back and we're going to distress this so it doesn't look, you know, so people won't notice that it's not a perfect trim. And this is such a fast project, so I'm just going to use some vintage photos and just distress around it. Kind of covers up the kind of not so perfect spots. And see, there's another piece right there I want to trim. And it adds a little bit of vintage look, which I really like for our junk journals. You could use any kind of paper for this. I thought it'd be kind of nice just to use just maybe a solid white, maybe do like a background stamp on it, so it looks more like a slide, you know, like an old-timey slide, or just, you know, like a white on white, maybe a two-tone paper or something. I thought would be kind of cool, but I'm kind of doing this theme right now. Okay. So I have this one, and since this one's blue, I'll probably go for more of a pink color for inside of it. Really like that little Christmas tree. You guys can see that pretty well. It's kind of hard to see on here now. There we go. Or, let's see what else I have. Here's these two little cute little girls that have, I think I really like that. So, and like I said, it's very simple. I'm just going to kind of measure it just to make sure I don't have any overlap when I'm gluing it down. And then again, I'm going to use my wet glue and just glue it down. I just like to spread it out just so it hits every corner, all the edges and all the good stuff. And then I want to make sure I have the right side. Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because you can see it from front or back. But if you do put front or back on your little slide plate thing, then you definitely want to know. And then I'm just going to let it dry. I'm going to let that dry. Let me put just a little, turn over my paper there, or turn over my distress ink as a little weight, weigh it down. And I'm going to go ahead and just do one more really quickly, just because I have you guys on here and it's just kind of fun to sit and visit with you guys. So it's very pretty here in Colorado. The temperature is in the 70s, but I've heard later in the week we're going to be down in the 50s as the high, which is a huge difference. So I'll be headed out shortly to kind of get the yard ready. And I did see on Facebook where some people are having snow. She posted this morning. I was thinking, are you kidding me? I was wondering if she was like in Cheyenne. Yeah. Which I thought was really crazy, but we've definitely had snow this time of year. But it kind of seems like fall almost just didn't last long, which is fine with me. Things slow down for us in the winter, and that's kind of nice. So I decided what I'm going to do is just do one side with glue first, make sure I get it positioned well. And some of my letters are showing through, but that doesn't bother me. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. Be sure and hit the subscribe button. I am working on junk journals now. So trying to do just something fun, you know. The stamp store closed. We still have a few stamps left, and there is a link below if you'd like to go check those out. You can get them now for 50% off. But I really appreciate you guys sticking around and joining me on my junk journal journey. Okay, now we're just going to trim this. I'm going to wipe my glue away. Sorry, I don't have a towel or anything, so just kind of dealing with gluey hands here. If you don't have any of these slide holder things, I don't know what they're called, you can certainly make these. I was thinking out of dies. All you need to do is just have, you know, something cut out in the center, and then just put a piece of vellum with an image on it, and you could do the same thing. So like if you had a rectangle, you could use a tag. Just cut a rectangle out of 2 tags, sandwich them together with a piece of vellum in the center. I thought that would be really cute. There's all kinds of different things you can do. I had got these from Diane, and I was trying to think of something I could do with them, and I remembered how Gayle Agostinelli just recently used some vellum, and I happened to remember I had some vellum in my stash, and so I just dug it out, and I thought I'd try printing on it. I've never printed on vellum. In fact, I got a new printer, and I thought I'm just going to try it and see. For some reason I thought it would kind of like clog up my printer, but it didn't. It printed beautifully, and you know, just the perfect size. And I think it works so well with these little holders. Kind of makes a more modern type slide, you know, so it doesn't have the black. It's just a nice color. Can't remember which one I just trimmed. So I just kind of look around on the inside and see if there's, you know, a huge area that needs to be trimmed. If there is, I kind of trim it. That way it looks pretty nice when you're looking at your vellum. So this one's kind of like a green stripe. It's kind of like a sage and maybe like a seafoam green. So I'm just going to look and see what I have that I think would look nice with that. I love this image with the church and the little Christmas tree. So let's try that and see. I like that. But first, I need the ink. So the ink blender I'm using is, we have been selling them in our store, but now I will be having a few in the Etsy store, which is Shellbear's Creations on Etsy, and I will put a link below. Right now we don't have a lot available as we're really busy, but in the winter we will have a lot more. So you know, it's really good for arthritis and such like that. And you can contact me on Etsy, or you can contact me on my email below for a special order if you're interested in some, you know, and we don't have any in the store. We do have some in the process, so. Sound good? Okay, so I think that looks okay. These are really fun to make. I've been really working on them today. I kind of cleaned up my craft room. I'm hoping to get a video done for you guys on a craft room tour sometime in the near future. If you saw my craft room, it's pretty bad. My husband, I believe he quoted it as, looks like a hazard waiting to happen. Huh? Is that what you were saying? So, and it really did this morning, and it's pretty bad because, you know, we do have the cats, and every morning you pick up and you go in there and it seems like everything you picked up the day before is all over again, all over the floor again. So I'm trying to get it more cat proofed. We have a really tiny house. So it's not like I can, you know, shut the door or anything like that, because otherwise they just wouldn't have anywhere to run and play. So, I really like that. I think that is so pretty. I love these images from MonBonBon. That is a mouthful. So I just happened to find them when I did a search on Etsy. So let's kind of weigh that one down also. Let me show you these other ones that I've created again. And you can hold them up to the light for a better view. I think you can see them pretty well. I just thought they were really fun. I'm just gonna, since I put them together, I didn't ink them. I'm just gonna kind of ink them a little bit. But I really like how they turned out. I thought they were really fun and so simple, using those little slide containers from Diane Hubert, again at Pretty Pink Cottage. And just check for the link below. So that one was upside down, but, and then let's see how this one's doing. Aren't those beautiful though, the little images? So I thought about putting an eyelet right here on the corner and kind of hanging it, or putting, you know, sticking it in a small pocket or something. So I will be, when I'm done with this journal, I will be doing a flip through. So you guys can see how I finished them out, and I just wanted to share these with you. So I thought they turned out so cute. So anyways, head on over to Diane's shop, pick these up if you're interested in doing this cute little project. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to get a few videos each week out, and be sure and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys have a wonderful day.